Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Sanjoku. Tomorrow by 4 p.m. Eastern, all NFL teams have to carve 5 players off of their roster to meet the 85 player limit. Our Las Vegas Raiders have wasted no time. We have already made those cuts. So I want to just take a look at them, get your guys' opinions on it, see if there's any hard feeling. There is not a single name on this list that shocked me or stood out to me at all. But I wanted to bring it to you guys just to get your opinions on it and get your thoughts on it. So hit me up and let me know what you think. We're just going to run through them real quick. The return of Daniel Carlson off the COVID list pretty much was the writing on the wall for Eberle. He was already gone. The only reason he came back onto this team was because Carlson was gone. So unless Carlson gets sick or hurt again, Eberle is gone. He's going to be the first person that the Raiders waived off of this team. It's fine. He was already gone once. That was not shocking at all. The number 2 player that we waived off this team was Case Cookus. He was on the team for like 4 or 5 days. I really thought he had a shot at sticking around a little bit longer than he did, only because Gruden loves his quarterback so much. But with Mariota returning back to practice, there's absolutely no reason to carry 4 quarterbacks through your camp, especially when you need to still shuffle around other bodies to see other talent that you need at other positions moving forward. Case, I hope you had fun, man. Got to experience the Las Vegas Raiders for a minute. Maybe you'll end up bouncing someplace else. Wishing you the best out there, man. The number 3 cut the Raiders made was our long snapper, Liam McCullough. Trent Siege is our long snapper. There was absolutely no surprise there. Just a little bit of competition through camp. I really like Trent being on this team. He has never let me down. So Liam, I wish you the best, man. There's only so much you could say about a long snapper. We had 2. We only need 1. So Liam was the number 3 cut on this team. Number 4 rolling into it was Bo Scarborough. This was the only one where I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Only because he was like that big thumper back that I have been talking about for a good minute. But I said as soon as we brought him onto this team, I saw him nothing more as a camp body. I would have liked to have seen another preseason game where he got a little bit more action instead of just coming in at the end to close it out. But to be cut that quick, obviously it was just not the right connection, not the right flow with the offense. And then with Regis and BJ stepping up like they did in that first preseason game, you kind of got to start to clear out the back end of these rooms. So Bo Scarborough was the next one on that list. I have a feeling he's going to end up at somebody else's camp and continue on with his careers. The number 5 cut today was Caleb Scott. He was the very last free agent that we signed before camp actually started. It sucks to say, but he had 0 shot of making this team from the day that he was brought on. This is not a shocking move at all. That wide receiver room is so incredibly deep. I thought there was a possibility that we saw 1 or 2 wide receivers getting moved off this team through this first cut of 5 players. Caleb Scott, man, best of luck to you. That Mariota and Waller being back at camp and being a part of the active roster again means that we needed to cut 2 additional players to make room for them to be on this 85-man roster. So the Raiders released cornerback Devontae Busby. I know from my comment sections there was a few of you guys that were really pulling for him to make this team. And I have my players like that too, I'm not going to lie. But we have a ridiculous amount of cornerbacks on this team right now, so somebody had to go, especially from the back end of that room. This is another room where I could have saw possibly 1 or 2 players going, but it just ended up being the one. The second release that the Raiders made today was Ethan Westbrooks, a defensive tackle. This dude was just a camp body hoping to get a shot. But our defensive line and our defensive tackle rotation looked incredibly strong, which made it very easy to kind of go into this room and clear out 1 piece off of the back end. Westbrooks, best of luck to you, man. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. The Raiders have made their cuts. We are down to our 85-player active roster, and it continues to look incredibly strong. I am very pleased with the way this whole thing is shaken out. We have another preseason game, and then we have to carve it down to 80 players after that game. And I'm really excited to continue to watch the depth that this team has and how well that they play. So let me know if any of those cuts stood out to you for any reason and why they did. So until next time, I'm Sanjoku. Thank you all very much. We will catch you on the next one.